Hello, hello, hello. Making sure everyone can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. There I go. Well, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Janine. It's good to see you and the ones in the back. Well, I was just sitting here thinking, maybe I was like, you know what? I am on a break and I wanted to take, a good long break from everything. I mean, I've been in chats and stuff like that, but like I've been away from the area of drama um, for a while. So I came on here because I wanted to see how everyone's doing, um, check in everybody, maybe have some people come in and discuss and stuff like that, and um, but it's pretty much it is where I'm at. It's 8:22 p.m. at night, so you never know. You never know what where people are at. You never know people are waking up. You never know. So I hope everyone had a good morning, afternoon, night, and a whole day. Um, if you're just laying in bed, or if you're just sitting on the couch. But I wanted to talk about emotional manipulation because I know we all have a little bit of manipulation in us, right? But I wanted to talk about a little bit about emotional manipulation because I think there's a lot of it that's going around. And I feel like if we don't know the causes or the effects of it or how it is, then we're not going to know what it is. I only got some time on here. I'm not going to stay on long. Um, Wanting to see my peoples, but there's probably something going on. Who knows? But that's good. You can hear me, Teresa. I was just making sure that I can be heard. Heard. You heard me? I hope y'all can hear me. Um, but I did say this in my last stream that I am walking away from the whole drama community in a way. I'm not about their bullshit and their gossip and mean girls table, as you want to say. I don't want to sit at it. So I'm not going to be here. And like I said, I'm not no one's enemy. I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about somebody because you know what? I don't have time to talk shit about anyone. Um, I came here to do what I need to do for my channel, and I'm going to be right by my channel. So I wanted to share this with you guys so we can go over a little bit. This. I dropped a link in case anybody wants to come up and talk about this with me. So, if you guys can see that. Hi, John. Good to see you. So I wanted to talk about the 19 red flags you being manipulated according to therapists. And I'm not a therapist, and I'm not here to tell if you are an emotional manipulator. But all of us got somewhat of an emotional manipulator, a manipulation in us because we are humans, and that's what happens. Um, so I just wanted to go over, and if you guys want in the side chat, sit there and discuss about it, or have any questions, or sit there and talk, that's fine. But we're gonna start into the season of people, and they're talk about some mental health and recovery and stuff like that. What the channel is about. Hopefully, people could stick around for it. My channel is going to be a little bit of true crime, a little bit of crafts, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that's it. Like, I'm not going to sit in here and have a bunch of drama on my shit. Like, I can't handle it. Hi, Dorothy. Good to see you. So emotional manipulation is by its very natural, underhanded, and tough to spot. Somehow are you supposed to recognize when someone's manipulating you? There's one telltale sign. According to the psychoanalyst of Yale University Center for Emotional Intelligence. Emotional manipulation occurs when an individual you're interacting with attempts to use your emotions in order to get what they want. And, okay, we're not going to get into all that. I thought I was going to bring up a definition. But I think a lot of us know what our emotions are. In order to get what they want, it is a plain and simple, a power play. Psychologist Robin Stern, PhD, co-founder and associate director for the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence, tells the healthy, and the goal is to control you. Ooh, yummy raviolis. Emotional manipulation can happen in romantic relationships, among family, at work, and in just about any interpersonal situation. In fact, it is incredibly common, according to Emily Kelly, a licensed mental health counselor and trauma-informed therapist, as well as co-author What I Wish I Knew, Surviving and Thriving After Abusive Relationship. These therapies outline the emotional manipulation is a form of abuse found in many types of relationships, including between romantic partners, family members, friends, and co-workers. And we can use this as YouTube as co-workers if you are a creator. Often very subtle and challenging to recognize. The form of abuse causes a great deal of distress and harm for the victim. Kelly explains it can cause insecurity, self-doubt, isolation from others outside the relationship, and make it more likely the abuser will progress into more severe forms of abuse and control. On a related note, don't miss 12 signs you're in a toxic relationship. Hi, Willow. Good to see you. The number one sign you're being emotionally manipulated. If emotional manipulation is by its very natural, underhanded, and difficult to spot, then how are you supposed to recognize it? Much less avoid to stop it. There's more telltale sign, according to Stern, confusion. So I kind of relate to this because when it talks about it is very natural, underhanded, and difficult to spot, then how are you supposed to recognize? Much less avoid or stop. Pretty much it's confusion. Hey, Anarchy. Good to see you. If you ever hang up on the phone or left a conversation wondering, what on earth was that? Stern said there's a chance that the other person was being emotionally manipulative because they're attempting to override your own instincts, self-knowledge, and emotions. You may be left feeling incredibly confused about what just hit you, a feeling that then used to their advantage to control you. Stern says that at its worst, the type of manipulation can make even the most emotionally stable person doubt your own good sense or make you feel like you're going crazy. And like I said in the beginning, if you guys want to talk in the side chat and discuss, have a discussion back to back with each other, you guys can. I like when people discuss on the side chat about these things because then it keeps the conversation going. It keeps things going. I think it's pretty cool that we all come together and talk about this because I really do feel that a lot of us are going through this right now in our lives or here on YouTube or social media. There is a lot of emotionally manipulation going on that a lot of us don't know the signs, don't know what's going on. Like they can sit there and say, well, Cassie, you're an emotional manipulator. Okay. But for us, if you are, it's for the change. Like, you got to learn what they are, the signs are, what causes it, for you even to step your feet in and try to change it. So I think it's pretty cool that if we all come together and discuss about this topic, I think it's pretty sweet. Emotions we left feel incredibly confused about what just hit you, a feeling that then used to their advantage to control you. So if you show any kind of emotions or anything like that, like if you, for instance, like if you're starting the date or you're starting to get to know somebody, they'll let you talk first and let you lay everything out. So when later on, when you guys are starting close and they know that they can use those things that you told them and they can attack you with that. Or if you're trying to get out of a relationship or trying to get out of somewhere and the other person goes, well, if you leave, I'm going to kill myself. That's emotional manipulation. Or if you're going to leave me as a friend, or I'm going to tell everybody what you said about them. That's emotional manipulation. CERN says that it's worse. The type of manipulation can make even the most emotionally stable person doubt your own good sense and make you feel like you're going crazy. Fortunately, when you learn the signs of manipulation, it becomes much easier to spot in when it happened to you or a loved one. Or even pop culture in the news, said Joanne, to help you I didn't really read all that. To help them navigate whether you're dealing with manipulator, expert CERN Kelly Frederick laid out some of the clear signs of emotional manipulation for readers of the Healthy Track. Signs someone is trying to emotionally manipulate you. And it is. It's like being on a puppet. You know what I mean? Like, you are the puppet and they're playing with you and controlling you with the strings. They make you doubt your own reality. This is called gaslighting, and it's a top tactic of emotional abusers. The goal of gaslighting is to make you feel like you can't trust your own experiences, so that you instead allow the manipulator to control you. They isolate you from other relationships. Talking to other trusted people in your life may help you gain insight or see through the manipulation. Or a manipulator seeks to make you feel like they are the only one you can trust. In order to continue the manipulation tactics, isolation is essential, as they want to eliminate the chance and their victim will gain insight into their abuser. And I lived through that. I definitely lived through that. My abuser be like, well, this happened to me, or, my exes were crazy, or this and that. And that, he pulled me in to, like, okay, he trusts me. He wants me there. When 9 out of 10, he's trying to gaslight me to keep me close, to keep me there so I don't depend on anybody, my friends, anything. And it got to the point, even to be on my phone or trying to reach out to talk to somebody, he made a big fuss about that. He would make a big, huge fuss until I got off the phone. They start fights often. One way to short circuit a healthy discussion and exert control is to start an argument, blowing the certain conflict out of proportion, bringing up past conflicts, or twisting the conflict into something else. Manipulators seek out arguments, often reviling and perceived witty or intelligent retorts, and invalidating your feelings. Just arguing over anything, a piece of paper that's on the floor. I used to be that way. I was like that for a lot of years. And I think it's just like over the years from all the trauma and all the abuse that I went through, it's like back and forth. I was the emotional manipulator, and then I wasn't the emotional manipulator. And the only thing I had was to weaponize with my mouth, because I had nothing else to weaponize, only my mouth. So it seemed like I was being an emotional manipulator or just using emotional manipulation. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Emily. You always end up apologizing, even if you don't know why. And this is a big one for me because I always, always, always say sorry. Hi, Gwen. Manipulators often play the victim as a way to avoid responsibility for their actions and make you feel compelled to help them. They are good. They are so good at this that you always end up apologizing to them, even if they were in the wrong. They bring outside people into disagreements. This is this is the number one that I dealt with for so many years because it was always like bringing people in. Hi, Willow. I think I said hi, but hello, everyone coming in. Hi, Lavina. Called triangulation. The tactic makes it harder to stand up for yourself as the manipulator brings in family, friends, or co-workers on their side, says Frederick. They will call on others in your close circles to help resolve the issue, in which they make it seem as if you are the problem. They get too close too fast. Emotional manipulator may share the intimate secrets and vulnerabilities with you right away, which for you might create a feeling of closeness, like I was saying earlier. Their goal is to make you feel special so that you divulge your own secrets, which they can then use to control and further manipulate you. Yep, sure does. And it has happened to me. Like everything that is on this right now, I relate. And then I was on the other side of the fence too. They tell you it's for your own good. Manipulators are highly skilled on making you think what's best for them is what's best for you. Even when you first take on it is that it feels very wrong or not aligned with your general values. They work hard to adjust the thinking and reasoning of their victim in any way that suits them. Like, they're like, I believe we shouldn't go to that restaurant because it reminds me of my ex. And then it would be like one of my best restaurants in the world that I've been going there since I was a kid. And now I can't go because he said it reminds him of his ex. Like stuff like that. And it really pulls me in because love could be blind, or like your friendship. Same thing with friendships. Oh, I don't want to go there because it reminds me of my ex-friend. You know what I mean? Or when I went there, my friend slept with my boyfriend, so I can't walk in that restaurant. You know, things like that. Or like people will say on YouTube, I can't trust anybody because of this, that, and that, and that. But then, and then they'll get you in a head because of all their situations they went through. So that makes you think, and you're like, oh no, fuck that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. They put their problems and their situations and their traumas onto you because you cared, because you love them. You don't want to upset them. You don't want to judge them. You don't want to do anything. Even if it's right or wrong, you don't want to do it. And then when you feel like you're doing something wrong, you're apologizing over and over again. They make sure you speak first. And this is one of the biggest red flags. If you let them speak first, like if someone lets you speak first and lets you tell all your secrets and lay everything on the table, that's a red flag. Because in healthy friendships or relationships, they don't do that. They don't let you do that. That's like a lot. That's too much. They let you just, okay, say a little bit at a time because you're going through so much trauma or you're going through something. They see that you're opening up and showing a little trust and a little respect and Now they know they got you so close. They're pulling you so close to them that you're not even seeing this because they have a personality or they have the love that you've always wanted. Like a sense of concern. And it's hard to even know if there's one in front of you. They make sure you speak first. Asking probable questions gets you to share your thoughts early on. They can then use your answers to manipulate your decisions, usually with a hidden agenda. This is especially common in business relationships, adds the doctor. The project their feelings onto you. Does your loved one suddenly accuse you of cheating? Did your boss tell you you're having an emotional reaction to criticism? Then can be a telltale sign that they themselves are guilty of the very same. Manipulators often project their feelings onto others. So if your other half's like, "Are you cheating on me?" out of nowhere, then there's something going on. That's a red flag. Knowing damn well you're not doing anything, you're home, or you're at home and you're with your kids, or you're not with your kids but you're home, and he knows everything that you're doing, and he comes out of nowhere and says, "Oh, you're cheating," or she says, "Oh, you're cheating on me," it's because they're guilty of doing something. They twist the facts. This is another red flag. They twist the facts. They are masters of altering reality with lies or misstatements to confuse you. Frederick says the manipulators, adding that they may exaggerate events to make themselves seem more vulnerable so you feel inclined to support and stand by them. They may also underplay their role in a conflict to gain your sympathy. Like, they will make up lies to make you like, "Oh, really? I felt the same thing. I've been through the same thing." And like right there, when you say that, right there, just be like, "Oh my God." You know what I mean? They got you. They discount your concerns. If you ask questions, make a suggestion, offer your opinion, or voice a criticism, they often respond aggressively. They will try to make you feel dumb, uninformed, silly, or guilty. They use guilt as a tool and silence as a weapon. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. They sure do. They one up your problems. Their problems are always the worse than yours. Their problems are so crazier than yours. Your problems always take a back seat on their concerns, and for anything you've been through, well, they've been through worse. Instead of listening when you have a problem, an emotional manipulator may take the opportunity to bring up their own issues, their goal being to invalidate your experiences so that you're forced to focus on them and their problems. John, no. They're always just joking when they say something mean or rude, making critical or hurtful comments and then brushing them off by claiming it's just a joke or "I was being sarcastic" is a way of them to get their barbs in and hurt you without accepting responsibility. They use your insecurities against you. Kelly said once they identify your weaknesses, a manipulator will use them to hurt you and exploit you. Think of it as a type of emotional blackmail. So you were friends with somebody and you were going through a situation, and like, for instance, let's say I told somebody that I had an insecurity of my weight, right? Now, me and that friend broke apart and we're arguing, and she'd be like, "You know what? Okay, cool." Gives me the silent treatment and then takes my insecurities and tells the whole world about it. You know what I mean? Things like that. They make you sound out of control or unreasonable, like you sound crazy, like you're the problem. Has anyone ever told you that your feelings are too much, or even suggest you are mentally ill for being worried or angry? Your feelings are valid because they are your feelings. The fact that you experience them makes them real. So don't ever have people tell you that your feelings don't matter, because your feelings do matter. They are never wrong. Even if you catch a manipulator in a lie or a mistake, they probably won't admit it. Instead, they will find a way to justify their actions or make them someone else's fault. They use guilt trips or ultimatums. Says both guilt trips and ultimatums are designed to put you in a difficult spot when you are forced to make a decision in the moment. Without the opportunity to think about it, they may make comments and take actions meant to leave you feeling vulnerable, upset. So just like I was saying, if you're in a relationship and you break up, the other person said, well, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. Or ultimately, like, why would I want to drive that far? Just meet me at my place. You know what I mean? They give you the silent treatment. Oh, these are the nice ones. Abruptly stopping all types of communication is an effective way of dehumanizing you, gaining control over you. In a relation with a manipulator, you may do just about anything to stop feeling the sense of punishment. Not taking my calls, not answering my texts, things like that will make you feel on the other side crazy and vulnerable. Like, oh my God, what did I do? I didn't say anything wrong. Then it makes you think you said something wrong. Then you go back at it and question yourself. That's just too much. That's just a lot. When knowing in your gut you didn't say anything wrong. It's just what the other person is making you feel like. They say or do something and later deny it. I never said that. It is a catchphrase of an emotional manipulator says they may accuse you of having a bad memory and making things up. So it's tricks. It's mind tricks when it comes to an emotional manipulator. Please be careful. Now this is about to tell us what to do. What to do if you are being emotionally manipulated. Emotional manipulation is never healthy, and it is important to stop the interaction as soon as possible. If you're not sure what you are experiencing is a fact of emotional manipulation, allow yourself some space to step back from the other person. Even if the relationship has caused you to grow distant from people who truly care about you, consider reaching out to them and seeking their feedback. You could tell them you need some time and patience. Maybe you're not ready to end your relationship right at this moment, but you're doing some serious thinking to evaluate whether it's a situation that's positive enough for you to remain in. And one-on-one with your manipulator, therapist says it's the first step to call it out and name it with your words. You might try, are you trying to make me feel guilty? Or I trust my memory of the innocent. Incident. You know what I mean? From there, establish your personal boundaries and enforce them with clear direction communication. Kind people often resist. This is the fear of being rude or causing a scene. But you got to be strong. Manipulators will use your caring traits or self-aware patterns against you. Remember that the goal is not to convince them or make them see it your way, but rather just make your message known. Then make decisions that feel right and healthy for you, recognizing that the emotional abuser will likely not agree with it. This can feel easier said than done. So if you find yourself constantly struggling with emotional manipulation, it might be time to seek out a therapist who can help you recognize patterns and develop healthy communication skills. And there you go. Let me come in chat. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hello. Hi, John. Hi, Gwen. Scoot, 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 scoot. Even though we've survived this ish. No shit. I don't even know what you got. If I don't show up in chat, the Scotta did it. Invest the Scotta for evidence. This is one that bugs me. No matter what happens, they have always had to endure the worst. Yeah. I mean, we got things like this happens and a lot of us can't see it. You know what I mean? I have to admit, I've been guilty of an assault followed by just joking a time or two. Not good. Yeah. Like, oh, your teeth. This is a good one. So I have some insecurities, and I've been in relationships where they use my insecurities for the benefit of their actions. Like, and it hurts. And they'll be like, oh man, I didn't mean it that way, or I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But really, they did mean it that way. Because in my gut, I knew they meant it that way. You know? Hi, Emily. You know? Thanks, NR. Key. I can rely on you guys to make sure the Scotta does not get away with it. Who is the Scotta? Who is that, John? That's not a scooter? That's not a scooter? Where's the scooter at? See? Scooter, bomb, boom. That's all I see. Look, and then Anarchy put smile penguin. That's a pen. Scooter key. What is going on? Bingo. I never been hit by a man. Good relationship with my father. My first relation was violent at AF. I didn't know what to do. It was all these things we're hearing. Yeah. An abusive relationship, like a toxic relationship, there is emotional abuse. So even emotion, like verbal and emotional and mental, is worse than getting hit. And there's a statement that I'd rather get hit than be abused by these other things, because the words will hit harder than getting hit. And I know that sounds so weird, and I know both of them are wrong, but I've been in relationships where I've been emotionally manipulated a lot, and I got to the point I thought it was a normal way of life. Like, I thought this was what it was, and this what love was. And when I got in a relationship with my children's father, there was a lot of emotional manipulation, and a lot of it's because either of us didn't have healthy relationships with our parents at the time. So what we seen growing up and who we hang with, we thought and were other couples, because I grew up pretty much with an adults, and I was like 12, 13 years old hanging out with 20-year-olds. You know what I mean? So I thought it was a normal thing when it came down to it. So when I got into rehab and started learning these boundaries, emotional manipulation, physical, mental, and verbal abuse, all these things, I'm like, holy shit, I'm really fucked up. Like, wow. And I started becoming the one who had the strength on the finger and played with puppets, you know what I mean? Twirling my thumbs because I thought I didn't know. I didn't know. So I always said this when I went into AA, like Alcoholics Anonymous. When in rehab, they taught me how to grow up in a way because I didn't know. My mind was still as a teenager when I'm 26, 27 years old. So it was a lot to adjust. Like, I didn't think I was that. And then on top of that, I have a mental health illness because there is things that even, other things couldn't help. I had so much trauma and so much emotional, physical abuse through my life. Now I know, like, this is not what I want. That things ain't for it. I don't want that lifestyle no more. And I was so used to that lifestyle for so many years. When I got a good taste of serenity and got a good taste of peace in my life, I hold on to that. I hold on to that very, very much because that is stuff that you cannot get back. You know, I left when he hit me when I had my baby. He wasn't touching the baby. Yeah, anarchy. And it gets to the point when you are in a relationship where there's two faces when it comes to a man or a woman. You have to try, and it's hard. Like, people say, well, just leave them. It's not that easy just to leave someone. It's not. Because you're so stuck in their prison. Sometimes you try to be okay with it. It's like an okay thing. Like, fuck it, if I can't get out of it, it's like, if I can't beat them, then join them. And sometimes it's hard to not, you just stay. Especially when it gets to the point you're isolating from everyone and you haven't talked to them over a year or so. When you haven't even opened your mouth, even you don't even know who to reach out, who to talk to. You're scared, you're fearful, you don't know if these people will believe you. Especially if you're a drug addict and you're in recovery, and when you left you were a recovering addict, and then you haven't talked to anybody for a long time, and then their get goes like, well, maybe you just relapse. And no, that's not the case. It's because I was isolated from the world. It's just, it does. It's the words are the worst because that's more trauma built into your brain. Like, I don't know. It's a scary fear. Heart. It hurts, and you don't know. Okay, we made it out, even though the most dangerous time didn't know he already had another girl pregnant. Wow, anarchy. I know that was like. So glad you guys made it out. Okay, that is the most dangerous time. Yep. I love Homer Simpson's stream pick. Thank you. Yeah. I'm starting to do cartoons too. I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to start putting my cartoons together too. I was young, you learn. Exactly, man. Extreme. There wasn't anyone left to turn to. No, because when you are in a situation like that, the only thing you're trying to do is make the other one happy. Don't matter what it is. And when you finally take that step to pull yourself up after you've been beaten or verbally beaten or emotionally beaten for so long over and over again, there's a time it's enough. Like, there's a way out. It's just win. And you got to have your backbone, and you got to stay really, really to yourselves. You gotta beat this. No matter what, how to do this. You gotta beat your way out of it. You know what I mean? And it's a long road after you get out of a situation like that. It's a long road to get yourself back to where you were when you first met the person, or when you first, you don't even remember the person you was. And at that time, I didn't remember who I was. I remember being at peace, and I was laughing, and I was enjoying life. And at the end of it, I was just dragging my feet, and I had bruises, and I had scratch marks, and I picked myself up, and I said, enough is enough. Like, I can't do this no more. I'm done. And the pain hurt. There was a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Krispy Kreme. I like Krispy Kreme. I like Krispy Kreme. So if anybody wants to come up here to chop it up for a little bit, you can. Plan it quietly. Yes. So the thing is, see, this is another thing. What I want to get a group of girls together, a group of women together. If anybody wants to join, and email me if you guys care. So here's my email. I know it's strolling across my thing up here. But if anybody cares, here's my email. If you want to be a part of, because I want to go through the stages of things. Hey, Janine girl. Hey there. Hello. If you want to be a part of, I want to do like this project of putting things together, and look up the stages and stuff like that. And I think it'd be pretty cool if men too, it doesn't matter, men and women, because men can get emotionally manipulated too, and hurt and abused and all that too. Not biased here at all. But come together and come up with a game plan of, stages and what people have been through and stuff like that. Because if somebody else has been through something, I know another person has been through the same thing. And I think it would be pretty cool if some of us come together and try to come together and figure out a project. So I think it would be pretty cool if anybody wants to email me, be my guest to come up here, talk, chop it up, put our somewhat like our life experiences in a way, not like anything personal or medical or nothing like that, but like a little story. I think it would be pretty awesome for real. Because I want to do that. I want just have some awareness out there for people in their real lives and people on YouTube. Janine. There's absolutely people out there who feel stuck, and yes, they do. That's why my email is always open, and my Facebook page, Man Extreme XM. You can look me up. Everything's on my About page. Thank you, Rosemary. Everything's on my About page. If you feel stuck and you need to reach out, please reach out to somebody, even a hotline if you have to. You got to get your power back, because I know it's hard. Believe me, I know. I know. So we can do this together, and I think it would be pretty cool if people come together actually. And I'm not And honestly, guys, I'm not about this fucking drama shit on YouTube. Like, I'm really over it. Like, this is serious. I don't even know why people sit in the background and watch this shit if they don't like me. Because I'm doing a whole different segment on shit, and it's gonna suck for them when it's not what they're looking for. Cassie, I have a bunch of resources to send you. Good job. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, send them. I think it would be pretty awesome to do this. I think I will have a lot more time when things start settling to the surface of things. Yeah, I want to get this popping. I want to do something cool. Like next time when I go live, it'll probably be like something about a narcissistic or borderline personality disorders or some shit like that. Because when I do my next true crime, it's gonna be really good. For real. Like, I ain't got time for their goofy ass shit. You know, I know I didn't have a good rep out here, and that's cool and all. But past is the past, and I can't change the shit. You know what I mean? Thank you all for coming. I didn't think nobody would be here. For real. Kumbaya, my lord. Hey, John, do you want to see another ASMR? I think so. I think you want to see it while you're talking shit in my chat. Hold on, I got you. This is his favorite thing on YouTube, guys. Don't leave, okay? This is John's favorite thing on YouTube. I promise you guys. I promise. You guys are going to love this. Don't leave me. Okay? Here we go. Here you go, John. Just for you. You know what I mean? This is for John. Make sure you guys' volumes are up. Just for John. This is about 15 minutes long. I think we'll be all right. You're welcome, John. Oh, are you eating watermelon from the garden? Look at him making his chicken. No, Rosemary, you don't want me to do it? They don't even know what's about to be coming on. Me either. I haven't ate watermelon forever. This one's for you, John and Rosemary. Hold on.
Question. Would you build a website for a major brand
I hate these
with
ads.
more than 200 million users?
All right, here you guys go. Hold on. We'll get to the point. Wait. Are you ready? This has got to be chicken and breakfast. Fried chicken, noodles, and breakfast. Look at that. Eggs on the noodles. You guys ready? Ew, he uses nacho cheese on his chicken. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks like good chicken, too. Oh, he's loving it. Oh, he's loving it. Y'all talking about food in the chat. That's why it's so funny. He just ate all that chicken like that. I don't even think he cooked it all. Oh, he's got red on it. Look at that. He just ate the bone. Oh no. Oh, hi, Shelly. You're always coming at the wrong time. You guys, I told you my views are going down. Don't leave, guys. Why is everyone leaving? I'm just playing. Don't leave, guys. Listen. So this is for you, John. If you mess up again in my chat, I will play ASMR. Food looking good for you guys. I'm not gonna do that to y'all, but he eats every last bit of it. Like every last. I can never get them to grow. I have an apple-sized pumpkin last year. Finally, but it died. Aw. Shelly, Shelly, Shelly. Well, be bad again in my chat. I will play ASMR the whole time next time. That's just a preview. I'll find something real nasty. I will find somebody that eats all the cheeseburgers at once. Well, this is weird. There we go. This year I haven't kept up with it like I should. I want to start a vegetable garden next year. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a vegetable garden next year. I'm going to throw up, Cassie. I turned your damn bitch. I turned it off. Ain't no more of it. No more. It's fine. I turn it off so nobody gets sick. But yeah, I was checking out some of those, like the pimple poppers. I'll play the pimple popper one too. She didn't know, I'll just say that. When the fuck did Dorothy and her ravioli go? I didn't even get to say hello. She came in from the beginning. I'm not playing it, Rosemary, I promise, baby. If there's bad times in the chat, I'll start playing food and pimple popping. Woohoo! You're at the TV? Woohoo! Woohoo! Let's see. What's this about? Here you guys go. We got a premiere. Let's watch it. I don't know. I don't know what this is about. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm going to play this. Give me a minute.
Okay, so I'm going to go over the whole noodle mash where Natasha went off on noodle mash. It really bothered me and the way that she, I guess, attacked noodle mash. And Natasha always seems to do this. It's the same pattern. Anytime anyone leaves her for whatever reason, she really can't handle it, you know? And so she, of course, ends up with her usual self attacking them and being vile and gotta put them down and insult them, and she just goes on, and this is always something that she does. I will never understand it, why she just can't allow someone to leave. Even if someone doesn't even say anything back, she just feels like she always has to say something over and over and over, and loves to push people buttons. And then when they respond, well, she'll be like, "Oh, you see how they talk about me? I didn't even mention them. I haven't brought them up. I haven't done this. I haven't done that," which we know is a total lie. I mean, at this point, I realize that Natasha loves drama. She feeds off of drama. And it's really sick. It really is. It's really sad to see that someone daily wakes.
Well, that's nothing I wanted to watch. I thought it was something else. Sorry, guys. It was a premiere from that toxicity of social media. It was a premiere, I guess. I thought it was like a video about going after noodle mash. I heard about that and I didn't appreciate it very much. I think it's ignorant how she's attacking noodle mash for no reason. Noodle mash don't want the shit, and it's like all of a sudden, you know what I mean? But hey, I support noodle mash 100%. I just wish people can leave noodle mash alone and a lot of others alone, but we can't stop what people are doing. But I'm not gonna watch it. It's already on. The premiere's on. I don't know if you guys want to watch it. Press 1 in the chat if you guys want to watch it. If not, let me know. I can turn it back on. Just let me know. If not, that's okay. Yeah. It's not about it. It's somebody else doing a premiere about it, and it's just sad. Like, why can't just people leave the bullshit alone? Like, why do you have to continue to attack people for what when they're not even responding? That's like fighting. If you were in a physical fight and you kept punching somebody that didn't punch back, then you should just stop punching. Yeah. I think we most of us has been there a time or two. So I don't know. I seen that popped up, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. It's not my video. I'm not doing it. Anarchy, I appreciate you, girl, coming in. You're always in the bushes hiding. Lavina, my girl. John, Rosemary, Gwen was in here. Janine was in here. Shelly, Teresa, Dorothy. All my peoples were in here. Yeah. What were you going to play? Sounds okay to me if you want to play it. It was, you know, that toxicity of social media, I guess. There was a Pure Mirror video that it's playing right now. And it says, Natasha Cooper, Natasha Cooper, quit attacking Noodle Mash or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go find it. Let's go find it real quick. I don't want to watch the chat.
Come in and complain. Come in and talk about how busy you are. Come in and talk about how I just got a puppy. I don't feel good. I'm depressed. I've got a mental health issue. Big shit. Who don't? Everybody's got some damn problems. But you always whine and cry about yours.
Okay. I'm huge on mental health, and it really frustrates me when she talks about mental health. Like, it really does. It really gets under my skin. She really lacks a lot of empathy for people, and that is one of the biggest things that really bothers me is the way that she talks about mental health. And I know just by listening to her that she's very uneducated, and she seems almost really bothered if somebody, like, Lord forbid, if any of her family members have any kind of mental health issues and they can't even come to her. Like, that's really sad that you can't come to your own mother and be like, man, I'm really struggling with something, because I mean, she's just really like basically like, oh, well, get over it. Everybody does. Everybody has it. Tough shit, kind of, mentality about it. It's really sad, and a lot of people do suffer from mental health, and for different reasons. And maybe that's why a lot of people do go on YouTube for a community to, to hang out and chit chat with people. But Lord knows nobody can come to you about that.
Keep on poking. My damn name ain't Mrs. Portland. You keep fucking around with the bull and you're going to get the damn horns.
Like I said, always try to seem tough. Always.
She needs to get my name tattooed across her ass. That's what she needs to do. Sitting over there in your damn cluttered up, dirty ass shit talking about other people. Fuck that. The only reason you got a damn channel and the only reason you have people watching you is because you used Mrs. Portland. That's it.
Okay, she always says this, like, if someone's growing their channel, it's like, oh, it's because they used, such and such name, or this such and such name, or her name. It's always somebody. I know I was looking back at our older videos, and she went, I don't know much about this other person. She's called Brittany, or, I can't think of the name right now. But anyways, she was attacking her, and I was looking at that. And anyways, but, she did it also on the Watts case, and Lord knows we all know about the Gabby Petito, grew her true crime channel. And so she's allowed to do whatever she wants, but Lord forbid if anybody has any kind of issues with anybody, because if you talk about them, all of a sudden you're using them for everything. It's like, I just, it annoys me that she constantly says that. She says that about everybody. And it's always once they leave. It's like, oh, well, you use this person, you use that person. But then she always has that sense of be like, oh, well, I'm not going to change my morals for anybody and do this. Well, if that's how you felt in the beginning, then why didn't you say something? Like, I just don't get it. Like, you're okay as long as they're supporting you. And as soon as they want to do their own thing, then, okay, time to attack because they left your community, right? Typical.
That's the only damn reason. Welcome, Auntie JoJo. The only damn reason you got anybody watching your ass. I ain't said shit about you till tonight.
All right, guys, if you want to go over there and watch that, it's at toxicity of social media. I don't want to like play it anymore. I just don't. The people that are in her chat is kind of like not my cup of tea. So, if you guys want to go and just watch it, I put the link. I think this is the link to it. If you guys want to go watch it right now, it's pretty much live. It's just a pyramid video, whatever. It's more about Natasha. I don't hear anything about Noodle Mash. I mean, I know it's attacking Noodle Mash, and I don't want to re-traumatizing her playing this shit. So I think it's best if we just support Noodle Mash and be there for Noodle Mash. And I always said I had Noodle Mash's back regardless. She said fair enough. So I don't want to hear Natasha's voice. Honestly, I really, really don't. I really don't. I think we're on bigger and better things and fish to fry. And I don't want to hear, well, I'm making, what's it called? I'm making my channel grow off someone's back. I don't want that. I actually want to do my own content off my own back. And like I said, I'm here for who I support, and that's it. So, well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna eat some food and put a movie on and go hang out. And I will be back on soon. I think I'll be back on. I'm not sure. It's gonna be a couple of days that I'm not gonna be on or so. I got a lot to do. I just wanted to come on and say hi to everyone and check in with everyone, and it seems like everyone's doing well. So be kind to yourself and others. Don't ever say that you're not worth it, and just know that you mean something to me. Thank you again for all coming in. I hope everyone has a good day, morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are, and I will speak to you guys later. Bye.